Good greetings everybody, Rusty Dog here. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. It is just approaching 6 AM my time. Yeah, and it's just gone 8 AM here. We're not on real time at the moment. So we are, I have moved it because in real time this place would be night. So I didn't want to do a night flight here, but I did want to take off from here. So where are we? Well, we're in Nevada, in a place called, is it Washoe County? Washoe. And I think, according to the old Googleation, it's also, it's located in Sparks. So we're at an airfield or an airstrip called NV23, and there is a runaway cart going around. I don't know how it got here. Somebody stole it from a big airport, perhaps, brought it here. There's nobody in it. It's just running around on its own. So we're going to ignore that and just take a look at this scenery, guys. This is winter Nevada. Yeah. And we're going to see something. And also we're going to check out this plane, which is an amazing plane. It's called the Wilga, and it's like a bush plane. It is available in several different variants. There's two versions. There's a 35 and an 80. I don't know too much about the differences, but within those variations there are other variations, such as the Legacy, the is it Midlife, I think it's called, and this one which is called the Modern. The difference between the three is the radio stack inside. So the modern one has this. Yes, this is the modern one. The midlife one has got slightly older equipment, and the legacy one has got the really old equipment. But I don't think it's that much of an old plane. I don't know, maybe. I'm going to try and remember how to start this up. Now, this plane has got some, I think it's safe to say, unique features, which are very cool, and we're going to be checking those out. Not here, we're going to check them out at where we're going to. Now, I will just say that where we're going, I have a destination set, but I don't have. It's not an airport. It's not an airfield. There's nothing. I'm just hoping I can find a place. In the area that I want to go, I'm hoping I can find a place to land. Because for short landings and takeoffs, this is your plane. It is STOL, which is Star Trek Original. Nope. It's short takeoff and landing, I think. Yeah. Right. Yes, so this is the, like I said, this is called the Wilga, and it is an add-on plane. It is payware, and it is made by Got Friends Wilga. There's a 35 and then stroke and 80. So it's a great plane, guys, and it's worth its money. But it is a plane for, I guess, if you owned one, and let's say you lived around here, for example, and you knew of a lake close by, perhaps, that you could visit, and maybe there was some field you could land in. And maybe once a week, twice a week, you would take your plane up yourself or with a friend, and you might go fishing. You might go fishing at the lake, and then you'd maybe spend most of the day there, and then just fly back. And it might be maybe 15, 20 minutes to get back home over a mountain or something. That kind of thing. This is the ideal plane for this kind of deal. So let's just step back inside, and I'm going to show you what's behind me. This plane has been very well done. It's just one of those planes that's it's just really good. You can just open doors like this. There's no animation there as such. It's kind of just open and closed, you know, but that's a small niggle. Or was his name Nigel? Anyway, so in the back here we have this cage, which is probably a good thing. And we've got everything we need for our trip. First aid, always important. We have this bag which contains a hammock, so you can sleep under the plane, under the wing of the plane. This hammock actually attaches to the wing of the plane, and I'm talking about like you can actually do that. This is a fishing rod, which can come out of its case and be animated. You can't really go fishing with it though, because it doesn't do that. But you can pretend. When you've caught the fish and you've chopped it all up and put some vegetables with it, you can then cook it on the stove here. And that works. In here you've got drinks, your Coca-Cola or equivalent. The tins look like Coca-Cola, and you can actually bring a tin out and throw it and put it away and whatever. That works. And then we move on to this wooden thing here with the strings, the guitar. Because of course you want to take your guitar with you, and maybe sit down and just play some tunes at night on a warm night with your hammock under the wing. Well, guess what? We can play this guitar. It's not quite the way you would expect. You're not plucking the strings, but you can actually play this guitar. I'm not kidding. So we'll take a look at that a bit later. So now that we've seen the back, let's fold the seats up. Let me see if I can reach this one here. There we go. We're not going to be putting anybody in the back here, really, so we don't really need the seats up. It's just going to be me solo flying today. But if I was to add a passenger in the weights and balances up here, at least if I add a co-pilot, it puts one in. I don't know if it does. Yeah, no, it doesn't add for passengers, so ignore that. I've got 80% of fuel on board. It's pretty heavy. And I'm hoping it's going to get us to where we want to go. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that we have to do the fuel. Do we have to do this manual? Yeah, I think we have to do it manual, left and right. So there's no, like, you've got left and right, and that's it. Oh, realism is what this plane is, not modern, sorry. Yeah. So you would fly for maybe 10-15 minutes and then switch to right and then switch to left. Like you wouldn't go all the way there using fuel from the left wing and then come all the way back using fuel from the right wing. That's going to kind of unbalance your plane. So you want to just keep it balanced. But luckily we have some fuel dials here, which will tell us, you know. So I might say, okay, as soon as the fuel gets down to maybe this notch here, then we'll flip over and we'll bring this fuel down until it reaches that notch, and then we maybe do a notch at a time and just keep flicking the fuel around. So it's important just to be keeping an eye on that. Okay, so the gust lock is on, so we're going to take that off now, and we should have free controls, and we do. Right, so let's get this thing started now. Apparently, and I think it does kind of sort of work. When it rains, the wiper does actually clear the screen, which is not a usual thing in Flight Sim. Maybe we'll take a look at that a bit later, but it actually does do that. So let me see if I can remember how to get this old girl going. So there's a a prime there for priming the engine. So far it's saying it's under primed, but we're not ready to go there yet. So we need power. Now we've got, let's have a look, we've got magnetos, we've got a starter. So we're going to need, things I do know that we need is we're going to have to push the mixture in. I'm going to want to move the propeller up. And for starting, I'm going to want to open the starter thing. And also the cylinder head can get opened. The oil cool shutters can get opened as well. Got the landing light here. Temporarily forgotten where the battery switch is. Here we go. Oh yes. Oh yes. Right, so we want batteries on, alternators on, spark shower. Doesn't sound like I want one of those. Oil pressure, fuel pressure, oil air temps, pitot heat. I guess we should put it on considering the environment. Cockpit light we can put on, instrument lights, navigation lights, fuel pump. STOL warning we want, anti-collision lights. Yeah, we can put that on. The wiper, no. Transponder, yeah, normally this occasion I'm not going to put it on. Radio's on for sure. And I think turn indicator and digital attitude. I'm going to leave this one. Then the overvolt guard needs to be on, which they already are. We also have ultraviolet switches, which is basically, you know, that old-fashioned kind of green luminous buttons you used to get on 1950s, 1960s electronic stuff. Well, that's basically this. If we put it on, maybe we'll get to see it. There you go. Right, so I think that's everything. So we've got amps here on this dial, and if we press and hold, you can see the voltage, which is these numbers up at the top here. So we've got 26, 25, 26 volts. That's plenty enough. Ooh, I don't know whether we're going to need that. So now we've got everything lit up down here, and as you can see, we've got a nice little Garmin thing here. So one of these is the map. That's all I'm going to need, I think. It's got other features, but I think for now, see, we have a preset for this. There it is, button number 3. So you've got your 3D vision as well. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You've got your flight plan, which I don't really have one, except this is from where we are now to Custer, which is custom A waypoint. It's just a custom waypoint, basically. I don't know what angle this is, what heading this is. I don't know. How do we turn this one on? Does it even come on? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm just going to use this map just to try and get a bearing, because we're basically just going to be flying in a straight line once we've taken off. So, okay. Let me just get a bearing of where I am on a little nav map, because I want to fly north there. Yeah, so we're in a air sailing glider port. I think we're going to have to go over some grass to get going here, but fair enough, we'll do that. Okay, so we've got these twiddly dials open. We've got the air starter open. Once we're started, I think we can close this. In case you're wondering, the checklist is here. You've got a smoke. Actually, it's not a checklist. Clipboard. There you go. Got it. Clipboard is there. So you've got, you know, unpack a hammock, lantern, show the pilot, show the co-pilot, and stuff like that. So you can show a pilot in there. Unload cargo, starter air, refill, and smoke you can have coming out the back if you want. Of course, engine realism, I have to have that on. It's the only way I I like to flow. Got flight director on, in case you want that. Autopilot, I haven't even messed with that. This is going to be like a 25-minute flight, so I'm just going to fly this one completely and utterly manually, so nothing can possibly go wrong. It's going to apply a little bit of throttle there. Now, I think these stay open the whole time. I think the cowl does get shut on descent, and it could be that the oil cooler gets shut on descent as well. I'll have to look into that. Definitely have to look into that. So let's go to magnetos 1 and 2, and now 1 and 2. And if we flick the cover open, I'm hoping. What have I forgotten? Oh, yeah. I know. Sorry, didn't prime the engine. I knew I pointed it out right at the start. So I think it's 2 or 3 goes. There we go, primed. Okay. Always forgetting a step. Let's go. Okay, we are good to go. Throttle is now minimized again. Alright, this is perfect. So if you want, you can test out. You see, you've got this luminous green going on. Used to get that in the old electronic stuff, like I said. Now, if we look at voltage here, we're now under 25. There's a way of testing the magnetos. If we just go on to 2, is it that volts thing we need to look at up the top? Or is it's a drop in ampage or something? You just where you test both of them, you know? You test 1 and 2, make sure that your voltage is dropping a little on each one. Oh, okay, that was my mistake. My mouse wheel flicked it the wrong way. Okay, so now we've got it started, we can close the air starter. And I think we can leave these other 2 open. And we're ready to go. Oh, I say that, but we're not. Oh, maybe the emergency is the one that doesn't provide the animation. There you go. But if you use the handle, then it will. Aha. There you go. So it is animated. Yep. So forget what I said earlier. I don't even know what's happening there. Alright, now we've got sunglasses here, and we got headphones, which we can wear, I believe. Right? I think you can wear them. No, maybe not. You can. You can wear the headphones. I know, you can. Just can't remember how to do it. You can wear it and then it sounds, is it here? Headphones. There you go. Just like that other plane, the G2 Vision, where you wear them and you've got the noise cancelling. Or at least, I don't know whether it's got noise cancelling here, but you know, you can see that the headphones are no longer there. Alright, so now that we're going, the things that we don't need, I think starter can come off, fuel pump can come off. Anything else? Do you have to put these on still? Fuel pressure? Maybe, I would think, yeah. Still learning a little bit on this plane. Okay, so let's put the landing light on for now. We'll take a look outside. Oh, we've got lights on the wings. Where did that landing light? Because we've got quite the light there. Oh, it is. It's on both sides of the wings. Okay, let's go. Let's fly away. So I need to turn left. There's taxiways. There isn't any. I'm going to take the brake off. Now flaps, I think it's 50% for takeoff and 100% for landing. Something like that. I'm going to try and navigate between these buildings here. Am I still wearing the headphones? Yeah, let's take them off. So there should be a runway somewhere around here. Just going to head to that. Now what I've done since I've last played this is I now have a lever on my joystick mapped to the brakes. But when I squeeze that lever, I can apply the brakes to the wheels and in an analog fashion, which for planes like this will be great, because just doing it with a button means they're either off or on, and that can cause that rear wheel to kick into the air. You have to be very, very careful. But the fact that I can apply them with, as you can see, I'm just going to slow it down a little bit. There you go. I'm on about a little bit more than half, and then I can just release that handle, that lever, and it's back up again. Yeah. Okay. Right, so now we need to just slow down. I have to remember to use this lever though to control the brakes. So much better having analog brakes. Why I haven't done this in the last 2 years that I've had this plane, I just don't. So the reason I'm taking off from this runway is because it intersects with our flight path line. Oh boy, do we have to get over there, those mountains? That's gonna be fun. Perfect. Thankfully this is plenty, as far as I'm aware, this is plenty enough runway to take off with this plane. So, flappage. Let me assign the button to it. Do we have flappage here? Yeah, we do. But it's halfway. Where's the flaps thing? I'll be damned. Okay, I'm doing it with a button, but I don't actually know where the flaps. There. Oh, of course, it's the handle up there. How do we do this? Do we drag it? Dragging it up, down, left, right? That's not making a difference. That's 50% flaps. And as you can see, it tells you second notch. I know it says TH, but number 2 notch for takeoff and number 3 notch for landing. Okay, I just had the mic on mute there, so I don't know what was missed, but yeah, basically second notch on the flaps for takeoff and third for landing. So I've just zoomed in the map just so we can get a better idea of where to go. I don't know what that heading is. I have no idea, but we'll wing it, as they say. Okay. I'm not going to apply so much throttle yet. Now we go full. And look at that. Like, she's up in the air. We've only covered like 10 feet and she's already up there. It's ridiculous how this thing just climbs. Now we're going to see the plane twitch here. There we go. And that's just as me adjusting my my pitch trim. Should have done that earlier. Okay, so let's now bring in the flaps. I'm going to try and go around and get some kind of heading. And we're basically following this line for around, I would say maybe 25 minutes. I can't guarantee that we're going to see what we're going to see. So now I'm just trying to adjust the pitch trim on my joystick by following this needle here. And I think we can bring the propeller back just a little. Unless I need to go over a big mountain, in which case I'm going to need a bit more power. Yeah, it might be tough getting over here. Maybe I've not thought about this, but I'm hoping we can climb. So we're climbing up at a decent clip here. Just going to pull back, see if we can get up to around 1,000 feet a minute. We're not quite on the line yet, but I'm trying. Visibility's getting a bit naff. I hope that doesn't hinder us seeing what we want to see. Obviously a plane like this with your hammock and your fishing pole and that kind of thing, you kind of want to have some nicer weather. But you know, the tires on this said Alaskan bush tires. So I think the plane's kind of capable of being in the cold weather just as much. And we might just get over here. We've got some icing on the top of the glass there. I don't know if I've got anything to combat that in here. We turn the landing light off though, we can do that. Let's turn these shutters down a little, and the cooler. I don't think it needs extra cooling. Oh my god, we've got ice, guys. We have ice. I don't know if there's a de-ice on this. Oh. I haven't seen one. Right, so we're on the heading-ish. Don't really know what that heading is though. Oh my god. If there's going to be de-ice, it's going to be up here. Got pitot heat. I don't know. That was working. That was clearing my windscreen. So it is working. Okay, so I don't really want to get any more altitude than this. In fact, we can actually descend a little now. I'm going to see if I can just trim the plane out a little. I wasn't expecting this much icing on the plane, if I'm honest. I think I'm going to have to use my major trim wheel a second. So bear with me while this plane flits up and down, because it's very I know we're flying a little bit off course, but that's just because I have trouble sorting stuff out, like pitch trim and whatnot, while trying to navigate the plane on course. But we're okay, we're fine. Don't forget, we do have this map zoomed in quite a bit, and now I may need to zoom it out because we're getting just a little bit too much off course. The scenery is outstanding, and the lighting and everything really is. So at the end of this red line, I hope we can get to see what I'm coming to see. So I'm just going to leave go of the joystick now and see what happens. Okay, so the plane is still pitching up. I'm just trying to neutralize that. Oh, by the way, just in case the weather improves. Yeah, don't think we're going to need that today, really. That's beautiful. Okay, how far off target am I now? Oh, we're pretty much there. What's my altitude? Oh, jeez. So we're still high. I'm trying to trim using the small trim increments or decrements, but not really managing to get there. And if I just touch the big wheel, the big trim, oh, it makes such big changes. To be so delicate with it. But, I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. You normally use a wiper to get rid of ice because if it wasn't for that, I think I would have a lot of trouble seeing. If this was like another plane with a wiper, I think I would have trouble seeing. It would ice up anyway. It wouldn't clear the glass, where this one actually does. So let's just try and stay on this track. Doesn't really... I mean, this purple line here, is that an indication of how far deviating I am from my flight path? Or is it just the fact that I'm tilting? I don't know. My God, it's cold, guys. I will not be sleeping in the hammock. Let's just reduce the throttle because we're going a little bit quick. I will not be sleeping in the hammock. Nope. Bit cold out for that. I am slowly descending as well. And I think we perhaps should. I'm just going to leave go of the joystick to see where the trim is. Yeah, it's too pitching up too much. Yeah, you see, it makes a jump like that. That's the pitch trim. Trying to neutralize it. Okay, did we get there? Yeah. But now when I push down to descend, it's a lot easier. And also we'll be able to increase speed to keep it in the green zone. Wow, look at these views. Have you ever seen anything like this? Look at the windows! Oh! See? This is it. When I turn around to look out the window, I have to hold down the right mouse button. And of course, if you know flight sim, that means you can't control your plane. You can't do both. You can move the joystick around all you want. Nothing's going to happen while you're holding the right mouse button. It's just a thing. Like if I was to do this, and now hold the right mouse button, and I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. Nothing. Now we do have it is trimming us also to the other side, but I don't know if I have a trim in the plane for the what would it be? The rudder trim? Maybe there is one somewhere. I just don't know where. I don't know when this line ends either. What scale have we got this on? Does it say? No. No. It's not the most informative. Again, we're just pitching over there. Come on. I won't be going fishing, I won't be in the hammock. I might cook up a meal, and I might give you a rendition on the guitar. Like, when do you hear this in a plane? Maybe it's here. Maybe it's this flat bit here. This is Nevada. This is like, I don't know. I feel like I'm in, like perhaps Alaska or something. No. This is Nevada. Yep. Yep, it is. We're near a place called Doyle. I don't know. I have no idea how long we still have to go. I could perhaps just pull the range out a little. Okay, maybe bring that in. So there's something on our right here which is probably a mountain, so it looks like we're going to have to clear this mountain, so we better be careful here. So I'm just going to initiate a little bit more throttle, because it looks like we're going to have to clear. Or we can go around it, guys. This plane's not being very responsive. I don't know if it's the cold. And we see the ice on the outside. Yeah, on the nose. You see it on the nose, look? It's frosting over. Okay, I think we're gonna have to... Actually, we can make this, can't we, guys? Well, this thing wants to pitch up like nobody's business. Just looking at the temp here. That's the cabin temperature. It's on about 0 degrees. I didn't even check for cabin heat. Oh, that's lower than I wanted. Is it going to make me go over that green one as well? Because that looks even higher. I don't even know if there's going to be a landing place here. And I'm hoping that this end point here is not... It should be on a flat area, really. It should be. It's so cold. Don't we have cabin? Like, there's nothing... The only heat thing is the pitot heat. Unless maybe somewhere else... I don't know. Okay, I'm going to apply quite a bit more throttle now. And I think I might increase the propeller speed. Let's give it a bit more power just in case we're going to need it. I think our destination is just over this mountain. So we'll try and make this. Yeah, it's a frosty one, guys. Couple of jets up there. I'm just taking a few screenshots. Trying not to crash. Okay, so I am actually... Oh, there we go. What the hell is that all about? Like, something Something ain't right, you know? I'm rolling the plane to the left. Nothing's happening, and then suddenly it just woof. I don't know what's causing that. Oh, have we got one? Stop. Guys, underneath me. That's a car. So it's not a little cockroach. Little cockroach. Right, now I'm gonna slow the plane down now, guys. Now we need to zoom in. Oh, that's just wonderful. I don't think there's going to be a place to land here, guys. We may have to not land here because this is just trees. Can't land here, that's for sure. There's the shadow in the snow, look. Maybe here? Oh, I wouldn't want to risk landing here though. There you go, we got him. We got him, guys. Bears! We got them, we found them. That's what we came for, to look at the bears. There they are. Doesn't even bear thinking about. Now the last thing I want to do is camp out here and become food. We're gonna stall, guys. Oh, okay. I think we might become food after all if I can't get this thing going. I was hoping there'd be a place to land, but that's not enough room. This plane's got short landing, but it ain't that short. Hey, but at least we got to see the bears, right? I'm not saying we're not going to land. I just need to find a place to do it. Trying to keep an eye on my speed here, even though we've got some flaps down. Now, circling here is going to take away some speed. So I've got full power on here. I'm going to try just to dip the plane down because I have a habit of pitching up for unknown reasons. No, I guarantee nothing here, guys. Just gonna try. We are a little bit high, but we're also coming in slow. So what I'm doing is I'm pitching down fairly hard in order to increase the speed. Now there's no collision box here with the trees, so we're kind of okay at treating the trees as being something invisible. But we are quite low to the ground right now. I don't have skis, so I'm hoping the plane's going to be okay. This plane will stop quick. just modulating the brakes. There we go. Maybe I should leave everything on, because otherwise I was going to suggest if everything ices up, I don't know what we can do. Yeah, I got tow rope here as well. It's not functioning, but it's because this plane was or can be used for gliders and whatnot. Okay, let's just shut everything down. And finally,
Couldn't find valid airport data at this position. Services are not available.
yep, services here. Okay, please don't tell me there's any black bears around. Do not want to be eaten. Oops. It's actually quite sunny here. And I would say that this in front of us, although there's a... Actually, I probably wouldn't want to take off there. But if I was to taxi over to here and then go down this way, is that like a road or a shadow or something? I don't know what it is. And go down here, I could quite easily just take off. Another screenshot? Sure. Alright, let's unpack, guys, and I will show you the wonders. So, we can do that from the clipboard, actually. So the first thing would be to unload the cargo, hang the lantern on the wing. Okay, we got that. So, okay, it's a shame that it's buried in the grass, but it is there. Now I've got FS Realistic running, so I can step out of the plane and have a little walk. But let's see if that works. The plane's going to be up in the air for a little while, but just ignore that. So, let's see if we can do this. So you can do this from the, you can do some of this, like unpack the hammock and stuff. You can do that from the clipboard. So if we put that on, but now you've got a hammock under the wing of your plane, and the lamp is lighted. And you can switch that on and off, I think. I think there's a way of doing that on the clipboard. I have seen it switched off, and it looks like mouse wheel is adjusting my height. I didn't know that. And that's the first time I've seen... Is that a winter hat thing? First time I've seen it there. So yeah, you can literally just... I don't know why FS Realistic is putting the wheel in the air. Just the thing it does. Okay, fishing rod then. Let's get that out. Unpack that. There it is. And we can actually... What it just did there, if you press inspect, it'll do the same thing. Check that out. Very nice. And drinky poo. Yep, let's have a drinky. And then you can toss it. And then we've got food. We've got a pan. There is a pan behind there, guys. Let me just get it for you. There it is, in the grass. Place it on the stove, and then you can do this from within the plane as well. If you don't have FS Realistic to stand around like this, I'll show you how to do it. Once the pan's on the stove, you can cook. Okay, let me just get back in the plane. Now, in the internal view, you can just press Alt and use the arrow keys to get out and maneuver this way. Right, I'm using page up, page down for this. And you've got the same accessibility to everything here. Has it put everything away? Okay, not sure why it did that. Okay, don't know why it did that, but okay, fair enough. So we've got the pan. How do you put the food on and cook it? It's difficult to see through the grass. There we go. I think it's moving around because of FS Realistic. It's kind of mimicking breathing or something. So maybe I'll get rid of that. Let's see if it is that. Yeah. Okay, so now we've got a nice meal cooking. That fish that we caught, not really. And I've just had a thought. What if the black bears get a sniff of this? I don't think they're around here. Anyway, all right. Let's play a little tune, guys. So if we come round here towards the wheel, I ain't kidding. Yeah. Hit play. Did say I wasn't kidding. I used to have... What did I used to play? Was it... I used to have a sequence where it sounded really nice. Oh, maybe... Oh. Was it FCA? Oh. I know I'm not doing it very well. Why is D so high? I'm sure I used to get a note that went like, it was kind of like, dun, dun, dun. Maybe not, something similar anyway. Oh dear. You wouldn't think I had a EFE music, would you? No. No. Okay, let's try this. No, it's too high. Minor chords are not going to do anything. There you go, it's ECE. Yeah, okay. I don't know why there's two here. I've never seen that before. So whatever crap you want to come out with. then just end it with ECA. And just any time. C sharp minor. Yeah, it's different. So then we finished our little camping break today. So now we can put the lantern back. We can put the hammock back in its bag. All right, so that's back in the bag there. And unload the cargo. We can tick off. So we've got everything back. Everything back packed into the plane. Yep, everything is there. Cool. Okay, we don't need the chocks anymore. The chocks is like putting the brakes on, I guess. If I undo the brakes, it takes the chocks away. So kind of like your parking brake. Okay. Well, it is really, really cold here, guys. So I need to get this window closed. It looks like the ice has, we've got the sun right in front of us. So at least for now, the ice is not on the screen. Although I have a feeling that when we take off, it's coming back. It's coming back. Oh, what did we do on fuel? We didn't change the fuel. Right, that's got half a tank now. So we need to switch to the right hand. I forgot to be turning the fuel out, you see. I was so busy talking. Are we still primed? We are. So busy yapping there that I forgot about switching the fuel over every 10 minutes. No wonder the plane was leaning to one side every time I let go of the joystick. That explains a lot. Right, so we want to put most of these. Certainly we want pitot heat on. Put the cockpit light on, instrument lights, navigation light. Fuel pump, stall warning we want, anti-collision lights. This is just your beep, you know, if you're going to stall. Radios we want on. Turn bank indicator, and artificial horizon on. Transponder can go on. Direct gyro. Yeah, digital ADI installed, so it's inoperative. Check the volts, make sure we got enough battery. I'm trying to press it. There we go. Oh yeah, we're still good. So in terms of interior cabin heat and stuff, we've got, I suppose, windshield de-ice. Oh, carburetor heat. Okay. Windshield de-ice, eh? Right, so propeller maxed, throttle a little bit. Let me do that manual. That's not an autopilot disconnect, is it? What does this do? Not much. Okay, mixture needs to go in. Magnetos are already on. Probably shouldn't be, but hey. Starter is wide open, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave these where they are. I don't think we're going to need 100% on those. If it's cold, do you need them at 100%? Don't really know. Okay, please start. I like that little crackle. Now if you follow this line back, we should get back to the airport. Or the airstrip. Or whatever it was. Yeah, good luck doing that one. Right, so chocks away. And we're gonna get some flappage going. Now, as I said, you know guys, this plane will take off in like 20-30 feet. It won't take long at all. I'm just gonna have to be super careful here that I don't inadvertently lift off. What the hell? Okay, so the Royal Mail, or the Royal Mail, the post office will go anywhere, as you can see. But we did get to see the bears. That's what we came for. We got to see them. I wonder if we can... What are they? They're behind us to our left, right? Hold on, let me see if we can do something here. No guarantees. So behind us and to our left. So they're kind of over here. I'm not going to guarantee we'll see them. Do they appear? Got a race going on here. And the other car's in the lead with the white one coming up the inside. No, so don't really have a sense of distance here. Like, is it here the bears are? The scenery here is just, look at this. Oh my goodness. Really beautiful. I mean, if you were looking at that in real life, that would be seriously impressive. Wouldn't it? It would be for me. It could be kind of a mind-blowing. Maybe the bears only appear when your plane is close. Oops, we got some stitching. Yeah, we got some stitching going on there. Let's just pretend we never saw that. The bears were coming out of like a clearing, weren't they? Kind of similar to this, but then they disappeared into the trees. Quite sure where they were, if I'm honest. Where am I? Am I in this clearing here? Don't. I can hear me. There I am. Wow. I think, yeah, if we just go that way, if we point there, we can take off. So, we know the bears are behind us and probably somewhere here. Are they going to be in the path of these cars, though? As if they are. You wouldn't want to break down, guys. You wouldn't want to break down here. You'd be commercials on TV saying, "Don't become bear food. Get glittering star breakdown recovery." I don't know where glittering star came from. Just made it up. Yeah. Get breakdown coverage and don't become bear food. So, what's a good direction for us to be in? Over there, I think. Yeah. Alright, so let's get back in. Okay, we can do it here, can't we, guys? Of course we can. Full power. Come on, baby. And if you owned one of these planes, you could just take it anywhere. What fun. Go on just day trips to do stuff. Keep an eye out for bears, guys. They might be in this area. I should have paused for longer and use the camera to go down to a closer view. But we saw them, you know, we did. So from that, I've learned that we have black bears in Nevada, as well as casinos. So I'm just going to go around this mountain thing. Yes, what an amazing simulator this is. The scenery is really outstanding. The weather that you're seeing right now is based on real time. So I would say we're looking at around maybe 11 p.m., something like this. But we are in the daytime. Well, all I've done is move the time, not the weather. We'll get back on the line here, on the flight line. So far, yeah, not going to push my luck here, but so far we don't have any ice on the thing. Let me see if I can pitch trim with the wheel here. Gotta be just wary of the fuel here, just gonna, knowing that I've got more fuel in one wing than in the other. It's so hard to keep this thing. From what I hear, it is actually harder to pitch trim a plane in Flight Simulator than it is in real life. Lighting is just something else, and they haven't even brought RTX into this sim yet. I'll tell you what is coming. I don't know how it's going to be implemented, whether it's going to be persistently there because it's eye candy, or whether it's going to just occasionally be there based on the seasons and based on oh, we've got icing, guys, and based on you know, the frequency that you would get in the real world. We're talking, of course, about the northern lights, the aurora borealis. So we've got windscreen heating on, right? Yeah, windshield. Ooh, don't do that. Stay on, because it is starting to ice over again. Do we follow this road? Let's have a look. Where are we? Okay, so we're a bit out, so we need to... Okay, so we're not following that road. But we're going to have to go over that mountain wall. So, yeah. We've seen some black bears. Got the fishing rod out. Nowhere to fish, though. But I could land on this near this river here. I could walk over to it thanks to FS Realistic. We could take a walk over there. And even with FS Realistic, right, it's really cool because when you walk over water, the sound of your footprints does change the splashes. It does. So it actually sounds like you're wading in the river. And we've also seen some pretty incredible scenery. Like, this is just amazing. This is all default, guys. There's nothing added here. Nothing you've seen today, scenery-wise, is added in by me. Nothing. It's stunning. Cold? yes. Put that on. It's cold, but it is beautiful. I'm going to see if I can go around this moundy bit here. I'm going to follow this river. And we'll fly around it rather than try and go over it. Plane is still pitching a little. How's the fuel? Yeah, it's coming down now. The more it comes down, obviously, the more it's going to balance. And then once it's balanced, we'll switch to the left tank. I have to go over there to do it though. It'd be nice if there was a key bind for it, and there probably is. I actually haven't looked. So as you can see, we're to the right of the actual flight line, so we can go this way. Okay, so it looks like the icing is going away a little. Just keeping the altitude, you know, a tad low. I'm going to keep it low so we can take in some of this incredible scenery. Let's have a look from the outside as well. I had no idea that Nevada was like this. You know, you think of Nevada and you just think of Las Vegas and the desert, right? The casinos are all they're on a desert. But then in the same state, you have this, which is, it couldn't be more far and away from a desert. Amazing. And how cool to check out these sights in a plane like this. How do I get my... How do I get this? It's not centering on the plane anymore. There we go. It's that button. Okay, so rather than go over there, let's avoid it. Just stick to the parallel here. We've got the airport, airstrip, whatever it is, coming up, airfield. It's coming up on our left side, so we do need to get over this actually, I think, right? Because it is going to be on the other side. But we could maybe go around and then approach from behind, perhaps. I mean, is this a road here? I don't know. It's certainly not anywhere I'd want to drive down. No, it looks like, unless we want to go all the way over there, looks like we are going to have to gain some altitude and get around here. So let's do that. Yeah, great plane. And as I said, you know, it's great just to have a little, I don't know what you would call it, role playing perhaps, where you could just pretend that, you know, you've got yourself and perhaps a friend sitting next to you and you're just going on a fishing trip. My first flight with this was in Arizona, and it was really nice. It was warm weather. We landed by a lake and got the fishing out, pretended I'd got some fish, put it in the pan, cooked it, you know, and then as the sun sets, just get the guitar out. Why not? Just fantasize it, role play it. That's what it's all about. You know, I mean, we're sat here, you know, being pilots, so we might as well just put a story around it. Get yourself immersed into whatever world you like, whatever is suiting you. OBR per minute. What's that, guys? What's OBR? Now, the place we want to land is just beyond here. So I'm going to look for this. This looks like it's a little bit lower. So I'm going to aim to get over it from this way. It is decidedly colder here than it was over by where the bears were. But we don't have the sun pointing at us. I think the sun's behind us. Right? It's... yeah. Yeah, it's kind of behind us, so... we're not getting any heat onto this windscreen. And even with the de-icer thing on it, still... we're still needing the wiper to clear it. I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to land here successfully. I'm going to have to start descending now, I think. The lower we are, the more chance I'm going to have to descend. We've got some hellish speed going here, so I'm just going to throttle back a little and then get ourselves back on track. So we're going to skim around this hill. This scenery is just very, very cool. Now I don't know which direction the runway is going to be in. I'm hoping it's going to be... don't we have to go south though? Wow, what is this? Is this just a lake over here? I can barely see it. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure I will be, when we get to the end of this line, I'm going to need to pause the sim, guys, because I need to see what's going on. NV23. If we go in, I'm sure right. So just before we get to the actual waypoint here, we need to come down. We want to land here, so we need to turn pretty much south just before we get to that line. It's tiny, isn't it? Okay, so let's just center on the aircraft. That should be a decent range, actually. Okay, well, let's focus back. So if we just stay on line, then we can just do a final turn south. My compass is somewhere. 28 volts. Compass is here. I want to just turn the light on so I can see it. There we go. So we're going to have to... nice lighting as well on the compass. Just going to turn south at the very end. Oh, that's not the place, is it? Is that it? Oh, nuts. How did we get on top of it so quickly? It didn't look like that from the map. Oh, Pete. Trust me, I'm a professional. Famous last words. Gonna really just get this thing round now until the compass says S. I think what happens when I bank around is I tend to pitch up. So flaps 1. Oh, I think we're way too close, guys, but let's slow this thing down. Don't try this at home, folks. This is not the right way to land. But we're brushing off a lot of speed, as you can see. We're just 70 knots here. But we're okay. Got full flaps on, and this thing stops on a dime anyway, so I think we're okay. Yeah, we're good. Are we a bit quick? Doesn't seem so. I think we're just under the stall speed. Oh, it does seem a bit quick, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, okay, we lost control. Damn it. That was disappointing. I would have liked to have a good landing. I think just because we were a little bit quick, and then I'm not going to bother switching the fuel. It's not worth it now. I would have liked to have had a better landing, but you get the idea. You know what a proper plane landing looks like, guys. Why have we got international airport trucks here? See, it might not bother you guys, but for me that landing kind of spoils things a little. You know, I'd like to have just had a bit better one. I don't mind it going a little bit off to the side, and then you bring it back under control. But I had full yaw on the thing to counteract the movement, and it didn't do anything. So there was nothing I could really do there. I bet you I didn't close this, did I? No. Okay, I think we are. The gust lock back in place. Switch off. You don't have to do this. The plane's not persistent, so you don't actually need to do this, but yeah, welcome back. We made it down. You don't really see the ice on the outside of the windscreen though, so much. It's very much present. I mean, this thing is iced over. Does it say what the temperature is? Does this still function? No, it's not functioning. I doubt we're going to get a METAR for it either. No. So 11 nautical miles away we may have no METAR for that either. Okay. Reno. Okay, there we go. So temperature 1 degree, and then tonight we're looking at -4. So 1 degree, yeah, so it's well within the icing range. Close the door from the outside. There it is, the Wilga. Because it will go wherever you want. Okay guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for bearing with me today. Sorry. Some nice scenery though, I'm sure you'll agree. An amazing plane. So yeah, if this is the kind of plane that interests you, go buy it. It's fantastic, definitely. So this one, along with the Vision G2, two amazing planes that have come out recently. And in fact, in the Microsoft, not the Microsoft store, what do you call it? The marketplace on Flight Sim here. The Vision G2 just got another update today. I don't know what the changes are. I'm going to have to maybe go to their website and find out. I don't know why this is going around. Yeah. All right. That's another view of Nevada. Last time we did look at Las Vegas with a business jet, and we saw the Las Vegas Strip in the desert. This is the same state, but man, were the visuals different today. Very much so. Really enjoyed this one. I hope you did too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that nice YouTubey stuff. Till then, guys, have a great one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.